Hello, the students of the group 211. So let me see the timetable. Yes, so today is 13th of November 2020. Yes, so let us continue. So today we will have the laboratory work, the lesson number 17. So let us start, let us go to the Moodle. Moodle. So let us open the course Computer Science and Engineering, first course. Okay, so what was last? Class and object, the yesterday's lecture. So what we will do today? Okay, so let us add a new topic. So in новостной forum, in forum of news, so 13th of November 2020, laboratory work, which laboratory work, the number of the lesson, 17th lesson, laboratory work. Okay, so and the topic. Which topic will be today? So dynamical and statical object, dynamical class and statical class, statical and dynamical class, statical and dynamical. Dynamical object, object class. Okay, statical and dynamical. So let us remind statical and dynamical structures. So in some previous lesson, so let us open it, separate page. So let us open this separate page. Let us open statical and dynamical structure. It was laboratory work, two laboratory work. Okay, but where is it? Statical and dynamical structures. Okay, statical and dynamical structure. Statical structure and dynamical structure. And the comparison of statical and dynamical structure. Okay, so let us try to copy all this beautiful table. Okay, so this is a table. Okay, so and let us insert here. Try to insert here. Okay, statical structure. Now you see that this is really a table. Statical and dynamical structure. Okay, statical structure and dynamical structure. Okay, so we compared the statical and dynamical structure. What is the difference? The declaration of the structure is the same. Okay, so instead of to create the structures, so we created the pointers. Okay, so instead of to create instead of to use the members of the structure, okay, with the help of created structure, okay, so here we have this structure, okay, dot operator, and after this here, for example, yes, dot operator, and here the it is possible to obtain the first member name, for example, from the first structure. So this is the array of 7 structures. Okay, so yes, before this, in dynamical creation, it is necessary to create structure. So here we created structure, but here we created only pointers. So pointers, there are variables which hold the address, so the number of the cell in which the number. Okay, so these are variables which holds the numbers, not the all this content, but only the numbers. Okay, but of future created structures. Okay, the number. Okay, the address, the number of the cell in which this structure will be created. So here we create 7 structures, but here we create nothing, only the places in which we locate the future created, the numbers of future, the numbers of first cells of future created structures. Okay, so we create structures dynamically with the help of new operator, new as students. So we create the structure. Okay, and new returns acts to the left, returns to the first pointer. Okay, and like in this case, but here we use the variable of structure, but here we use the pointer, not the structure, but we use the pointer, the address, the number of the cell in which the first element of the structure is located. Okay, here we use the dot operator, here we use the arrow operator. Okay, so let us now compare the statical and dynamical creation of objects of class. So let us put here the same table. So let us compare. Now the statical and dynamical class object. Yes. So let me open the table. Yes, how much lines will be in this table? 2 lines. Yes, and how much columns? 2 columns. Okay, so let us create, создать таблицу. Создать to create the table. Okay, so yes, this is our table. So statical structure, dynamical structure, statical object, statical, even some programmers say class, statical class, dynamical. Statical class, dynamical class. This object is not class, but they use this term to indicate the class with regard to class. Okay, an object, dynamical object or class. Not here. Sorry, not here. So let us cut and let us paste it here. Dynamical. No. Let's try again. Here is dynamical. Statical object, dynamical object. Yes. So let us return to our previous, or better, it is better to return to Microsoft Visual C++ 6.0. So let us open. Okay, so the file result workspace class. It is better to take this program, but I will maybe delete comments in the future. Okay, so what is this now? Here? Okay, let us put here our program. Okay, statical object, statical class, the creation of statical class. Okay, so necessary now to have such a big comment. Okay, it is enough. This declaration of methods. Okay, declaration of fields. Statical class. Okay, new inclusion for C++ language. Okay, declaration of the class. Declaration of the class. Okay, constructor, destructor. So on creation of methods using okay. Statical object, statical object, statical object creation. Yes, lot of comments necessary now. All this comments. Okay. Maybe we will return some of these comments. Yes. Big space. Well, inclusion. Okay, so the width of this column is very wide, so it is necessary to make shorter. Okay, so how to make shorter? Let us go to the HTML. What we right. So let us compare now the statical and dynamical class object. After this, we insert this table. So let us go to the HTML code. Okay, so let us find the our message before table. 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 Dynamical structure. So this is about structure. Yes. table, dynamical class. Student, dynamical class. Oh, let us compare now the statical and dynamical class. Okay, so and after this will be the table. So the take table, and after this the table begins. So table, yes, statical. Statical object, dynamical object. Yes, statical and dynamical. So how to put the width of the table, the width. Okay, Samir, you are welcome. How to put the width of the table here in the HTML code. Okay, so let us compare with example with this table. Okay, so let us try to open this table. So it is necessary to on the edit, okay, the edition. Okay, Samir, now I try first to format the table. The table, so nice to see you, Samir. And now I try to format the table in the Moodle. So for this purpose, it is necessary to transmit from the site to the HTML code. HTML code. So HTML, it is the language for representation all information in the page, in the internet page. So now my task is to regulate the width of the table. So let us try to open HTML code of this yes page, and so let us return. Let us see. Let us compare the statical and dynamical creation. So after this, the table goes. So let us come. Yes. So the table. So the width, the width, the width, the width. So statical structure, dynamical structure. So the width is absent. So in this case, we would not format it. We don't format it the table, but in some place I formatted. So how to format the table, how to format. Maybe it is better. Okay, so what maybe it is better to return to some of previous pages. Maybe it is not here. Okay, so let us open computer science and engineering first course. So the forum of news. Let us try to find the tables in some messages. So control work, maybe control work. Control work. Samir, I saw your control work. Very good, very good. So you completed your control work. So very good. I saw your result. Okay, I see it. Okay. Are you hear me, Samir? Please repeat, Samir. Are you hear me? Samir.
Yes, yes.
Very well, very well. So, Samir, let me explain what I try to, what happens now. So, today we have the laboratory work. So laboratory work, statical and dynamical object. So previous time we create the statical class statical. So what does it mean statical? It means that we create the object of the class in the very beginning of the program. So one of previous times, in one of previous laboratory works, we created statical structure and dynamical structure and compare. So what is the difference between statical and dynamical? So in statical creation, so we create the memory, we fill the memory in the very beginning of the program. In dynamical, we fill the memory during the executing. So for example, in the very beginning of the program, we create 7 structures. Okay, so here we would not create the 7 structure. We don't create. So we create only 7 pointers. Okay, pointer it is the holder of the number of address of the future created structure. So we create structures during the execution. So with the help of new operator. Here we create the first structure, but here in statical we created 7 structures at all in the beginning. Here we create only one structure and put its address to the first pointer, first of this of 7 the first element of this array. Okay, array of pointers. Okay, so only after this it is possible to use the pointer to obtain the members of the structure, the name, the date, the date. Okay, with the help of arrow operator. Here we use not the pointer, we use the structure, the object, and after dot operator instead of arrow dot operator, it is possible to obtain the name, the days of this structure. Okay, so in this way, I propose you to create statical and dynamical class. So here in the now previous time, so we created the statical class. So now I propose you to create dynamical class. Dynamical class. So let us create dynamical class. Okay. So the table. Let us copy. Let us copy the statical creation. Or even it is better to return to the Microsoft Visual C++ 6.0. Okay. So this project was called the class. So now let us create another project. Let us copy all this information. Okay. And let us close the workspace. Yes, and let us create a new project, new Windows 32 console application with the name dynamical class. Dynamical class. Or class. Okay, dynamical class. Dynamical class. Yes, an empty project. Finish. Okay. So and add the CPP file with the same name, dynamical class. Okay, dynamical class. Dynamical class. C++ source file, not header. Okay, dynamical class. And let us put here all this program. So how to create dynamically? First, we have to declare. So let us return to the comparison of two structures, statical and dynamical. Yes, the declaration is the same. So the declaration of classes will be the same too. So let us do. Yes, so the declaration of the class is the same. Yes, the realization of methods of the class will be the same. Okay, so the difference in using. Okay, so instead of to create directly the object of the class and the object of the another object, okay, so it is necessary to create first the pointer, so creation of the pointer, to create the pointer. So the pointer, mm, for example, pointer of the point, p point, pointer of the point, pointer of the point. Okay, the constructor would not called because it is not creation of the object, it is the creation of the pointer, Okay, so and let us create another pointer in the same line. So p point one, two pointers. Yes, okay. So after this, it is possible to create the first. Let us put it from. Okay, so it is not necessary. It is not necessary now. Not necessary. So I try to save only the parameters of constructor for future use. So after this, it is necessary to, after creation the pointer, it is necessary to create the object. So to create the object, instead of to use for this purpose the variable, we will use the new operator. So like we did in the case of structure. So let us see. So the declaration, the creation, statical creation, but dynamical, we first create the pointer, not the structure, but the pointer. Okay, so before using, so here in statical we created 7 structures. Yes, 7 objects. So we use the object student 0 to obtain the members of the structure. Okay, and dot operator. But here we did not create the structures, we create only pointers. Okay, so how to create the structure with the help of new operator? First must be structure created. The first structure must be created dynamically with the help of new operator. So new and indicate the name of the structure. The name of the structure is as students. Okay, new as students. Dynamical creation and new operator new returns put to the left, so the address of created structure created in memory. Okay, to which to the first pointer, and only after this it is possible to use the first pointer and the arrow operator to obtain the name. Okay, so the same situation will be in the class. First declaration, second creation of the pointer to the object, and only after this third the creation of the object of the class, and after this using with the help of the pointer, not with the help of object, but only the pointer to this object. Object, it means now some place in memory. Okay, so let us return to our program. So, and here after the creation of the pointer, let us create object, first object dynamically. So instead of to use the name, so we will use new operator, new, and the name of the class, C point, we create dynamically new point object. And after this, it is necessary to insert the parameters of the constructor, because now the constructor is called automatically and put semicolon. And how to use. So it is necessary to return the address, because new returns the address to the first pointer, point. Okay, so in this way it is possible to create the other object, but we will create the other object later. Okay, so where here we create the second object. Okay, so now we have pointer. So instead, my point does not work. So if put here dot, nothing happens. But if we put here p point, let us put here p point, and press not the dot but the arrow, we will see now the when I complete to draw the arrow, we will see the help window with a list of all members of the class 1, 2, X, Y, R, C, the fields, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Because we call the constructor automatical with only 4 methods: the destructor, the hide, the show, and the move. Okay, so I will complete the arrow, and now please see the help window. No, it is not arrow, the help window. Okay, so it is possible to obtain the hide. So let us click twice and obtain the hide. Okay, one more time, the hide. Okay, so in this way, if we put here p point, and the arrow, it is possible to obtain the other member. For example, move. Let us repeat. Move. Okay, so p point. What show? Okay. Yes. And here p point. For example, x. Yes. So p point, it is a pointer, but p point x, it is the value of x. Okay, so it is possible to return it like a value, not like an address, like a value. P point x, it is a value of x, but p point, it is the address. Okay, p point x, it is a value, okay, which located in the x member of the first dynamically created object. Use a point and constructor with these parameters. Okay, so after this, it is possible to create another point. So with the help of new operators. So instead of my point 1, to indicate new C point with the list of new parameters. Okay, so new C point. Let us use this list. Yes. Yes, and let us return the address to the second pointer, point 1. Yes, after this it is possible to use this p point because it is filled by the created second structure, p point 1. So after this, the arrow, and we will see the helping table. Okay, so the hide, click twice. Okay, hide again. So point 1, and move. Yes, move again. Yes, and let us copy. In this way, the point show. So let us repeat to see that it is possible to take show from the helping table for point show. And here we must use the point again. The point is point. So here point, p point, pointer of the point. It is better to use the pointer p point, p point, p point, p people. Let us check. Yes, it works. So X. Yes. So, and the same must be repeated here. P point hard. Yes. Right. P point move. Move for the first object and P point show. And sleep 40 to see the result, because if we would not put here 40 milliseconds, so we would not see the result, so we see only the result of the end, the finish, the total result. Okay, so now let us compile. Yes, let us build. Let us execute. Okay, let me show you the result. Okay, so the result is the same as in previous lesson. So now I will press the button and I will execute the cycle of motion. Okay, the first point. Okay, yes, so let us close. Yes, let us return. Yes, and let us press Ctrl A. Sorry, press Ctrl A, Ctrl C. Let us copy. Let us go to the model. Yes, here we first compared statical and dynamical creation of structure, statical and dynamical structure. Here we compare statical and dynamical classes. So let us put here. Okay, statical class and dynamical class. Statical class, dynamical class. Okay, so it is not necessary now. Yes. So maybe it is better to arrange in the table, but automatically in the table it would not. It arranges in the middle. So we have this arrangement in the center. We send it. Okay, send it in vertical. But how to change the parameters of the table in HTML? So in this representation, how to arrange the table, the vertical arrangement of the table, how to put. Okay, so in which place it must be put it. So here must be put it the must be put it the vertical arrangement so to the top arrangement vertical. Okay, so let us try to change HTML code. So what I did when you enter the okay, when you entered. Okay, so dynamical structure, the caption, let us remind statical. So this is about structure, the first table. So where is the second table begins? Okay, declaration of the class, maybe here, statical class and dynamical class, statical class. So we have to arrange statical class. So here we have tag, so-called tag td. So maybe in this tag td it is necessary to put the vertical arrangement. Okay, so let us open internet and let us type vertical arrangement. Yes, of elements in the periodic in the HTML table. HTML table. Yes. Okay, so let us open this tag. Okay, and let us see the example. Maybe here we will find something or not. TD, Bill Gates, very well. It is very good. Okay, but it is not what we need. Okay, so vertical table, not vertical table, but how to arrange vertical. Okay, so maybe it is Sivaranam, maybe it is Indian side. Okay, so the example, okay, how to close, maybe it is better to, yes. Okay, so you see the width, table style, the width, so how to indicate the table style. Okay, but it is necessary not to use the table style. Okay, so maybe it is CSS, but it is not what I need. Okay, so table with vertical rows. What does it mean, vertical rows? So some question form. Okay, so let us see again. Okay, so it is better to me now, Samir, to open some site in Russian language. So, and after this, it is I will open the English equivalent. So, вертикальное выравнивание, vertical arrangement. Выравнивание HTML. In the table, таблицы. Yes, arrangement. Выравнивание. So the center, no. Horizontal, no. So the vertical. Center, the form, the center. Center, it is not what I need. So, yes. Arrangement in vertical. Okay, so in vertical. So this is in center. So here in tag TD must be put it aligned center. Okay. So maybe it is necessary to put align top. Yes. Vertical align, V align top. Okay, so let us copy. Vertical align top. Okay, so here we may put vertical V align. Yes, vertical align. Okay, let us return vertical align V align. Yes, and to see in English we align some English, but English here we have in HTML, for example, in. Let us put here in HTML. Would not work. Okay, vertical align. CSS. Maybe here. Vertical align. Yes, vertical align. Maybe top, middle, bottom, and baseline. Okay, so here you have an explanation. Top, it sets the content to top align. Okay, so the example in tag TD. In tag TD, so it is necessary to put v-align and to put the value. The value of vertical alignment must be top. Okay, so let us return to our code, HTML code structure about the, it is not here, it is not here again, so here. And here let us put vertical align top. Okay, so let us return. Yes, so now we have vertical align. Okay, statical class, dynamical class, dynamical class. Okay, dynamical class. So this example I show you that when you know some programming language, for example, C language, C++ language, so to understand HTML, what does it mean, all this code? Yes, so it is more easy than the programming language, because HTML, it is not a programming language. It is the language of arrangement, the elements in the page. Okay, it is not the programming language. Now we learn the programming language. So to learn the text, so to learn HTML after C language or after C++ language, it is very easy. So you may open any course, beginner's course in HTML, and it will be easy to understand the HTML. What happens here, for example. Okay, so we arrange in vertical. Okay, after this, it is possible to compare. Okay, new inclusion for C++ language. Very well. New inclusion in this case, new inclusion in this case. Okay, for C++ language. Let us add for C++ language. C++ language. To be sure that it is the same. So the declaration of the class, the same. Declaration of the class. Yes. Declaration of the class too. Declaration of the class. Yes, the declaration is the class is the same. Declaration of fields, declaration of methods. Yes, constructor, destructor, constructor and destructor, constructor, destructor. Very well, constructor, destructor. Okay, constructor, destructor. Okay, so let us put here in parallel with vertical arrangement. Okay, so the horizontal arrangement, vertical align and horizontal align. How to align horizontally. Okay, so let us see first the Russian side. Okay, so align center in vertical. So let us see the result. Okay, the result. Okay, center. Mhm. Okay, center. But for example, width 50, width 100%. For example, the other. Okay, so this is wide, this is short. Okay, so let us see the code. So width 75 and width 25. But this is maybe CSS tag, so the style, the CSS, cascade style table. So in HTML it is possible to use CSS files to include some classes, some styles. So when we use CSS, so our records changes. So width, yes, but it is necessary. Okay, so here width 75%. Let us see this example. Okay, width 7 in HTML, it appears like width equal 75%. So this takes 75%, this 25% of all the width of this line. Okay, so let us put 50-50. Now this table, but it is not here, it is here. So here the width. Yes, let us return, let us copy to be sure. So the width, the attribute width. Okay, this attribute of this field. Okay, so the width 50%. Okay, 50%. Let us return yes. So now 50. Yes. New inclusion for C++ language. For C++ language. To see that this is really the same. So declaration of the class point, the declaration constructor, destructor, yes, and other methods. Constructor, destructor. Okay, so it is possible to move a little yes, here. Declaration of methods. Yes, to be more convenient in vision. Okay, so constructor, destructor, declaration of fields. Yes, one shift because we are in the block. Okay, public, the keyword which indicates that all the members of the class are visible in other classes. So today we have only one class, but in the next time we will have the two classes. So realization of methods of the class. Yes, realization of methods of the class. Okay, so maybe it is better to underline, continue to underline. To underline. Yes, so now it appears good. So declaration of the class, yes. So the same realization of methods of the class. It is better to underline to underline, let us underline the same. So the realization of the methods is the same. So we have a big space. It is not necessary to have two spaces between lines. Okay, so spaces two necessary. Okay, so and that's also the using intercept using. Yes, the using executing part, executable part. So yes, yes. Okay, so now all was the same. So here is the same, here is the same, the declaration and realization of methods is the same. So what is the difference? What is the difference? Let me see. Yes, realization of methods of the class. Okay, something happened here. Okay, because of this. The realization of methods. Very well. What is wrong? Using, yes. Using, yes. Okay. Yes, so until here, so all is the same. So the statical and dynamical creation begins here. Okay, so statical creation. So statical creation of the object. Statical creation of two objects. Of the objects. Okay, so but here we have dynamical creation. Sorry. Dynamical. Oh, it is not the dynamical creation at all. It is this step is absent in statical creation. So this is a creation of two pointers. Of two pointers, creation of two pointers. Yes. So here we have the statical creation of objects. We statically create two objects. So it is possible to put here comma and to continue with this. It is not necessary to repeat. So in each row. Okay, so statical object. Statical creation of objects or creation of two statical object. Creation of statical object. Maybe statical creation of object. Okay, creation of statical objects creation. better. Statical objects creation. Let us statical objects creation. Let us underline. Let us underline. Statical objects creation. Okay, but instead of to create objects statically, yes, here we create the object dynamically. Dynamical object creation. Dynamical object creation. Yes. Dynamical object creation. Yes. So using of functions of members of the class with the help of object, using the members of the class with the help of first object, which first object my point. Okay, so using of members of the class with the help, not a help, or help, with the help, okay, with the help of first pointer. P point. Okay, P point height, P point move, and P point shown respectively. And P point X. Yes. So after this creation of dynamical creation, statical object creation. Dynamical object creation. Okay, dynamical creation of first object. Dynamical first object creation. Statical creation of two objects. Statical objects creation. Statical objects creation. Two statical objects creation. Very statical object creation. So first dynamical object creation. First object creation. Maybe it is understandable. Okay, so we create dynamically. Okay, first object. Yes, after this it is necessary to create dynamically the second object. Create dynamically the second object. So let us copy the command. So it is absent. It is absent in statical creation. In the left it is absent. So dynamical second object creation. Okay, so here, yes, and it is absent here. Using the members of the class Yes, with the help of second object. Help of second object. Yes, using second object 9.1. So here second point point 1 second p.1. Okay, p.1 second point 1. Yes, 1 1. Sorry, p.1. Yes, p.1. Yes, so and it is all. So the declaration of the class is the same, the realization of methods is the same. So it is not no matter how you will create the object, dynamical or statical, it would not influence how you declare. So the declaration of the class does not depend on how you will create the object. Yes, and the realization of methods, how you will use the method, dynamically or statically. So statically, we create the object, the memory of all the members of the class in the very beginning of the executing. And this memory is have to be cleared in the very end of the executing. But dynamically, it is more better using of memory. So it is we have possibility to create something not in very beginning and to delete not in very end, but it is possible to create during the executing. So here we create two objects in the very beginning, but here we create only one object. So after using a yes, it is possible to delete this memory, to clear and to create another piece of memory. Okay, anyway, so here must little move a little. Okay, so I couldn't see. Yes, we have one step shift. Okay, so yes, in dynamical creation we have first to create and after this to use. Yes, but first it is necessary to create the pointers for using. So it is possible to create, but how to use without the pointer. So when we create new operator, returns the address. So it must be using p-pointer, the special variable which is used to obtain the members of the class, the members of the class. Without this variable, these members would not seen, would not available. Okay, here we use the object, but here we use the pointer to the object. Okay, so but the situation, the result will be the same. So, and here we have the cycle with motion of the first point. Okay, so here, okay, something happens. Okay, so what happens? So the vertical centration of this column. So this column have no centration. Okay, So it is centered defaultly. It is arranged defaultly centrally. So, for example, if we put something here, so it must be centered. So, but it's not here. So after this, the situation is the same. The situation is the same. Okay, the situation is the same. Here we put the cycle of first point motion emulation. Okay, and here is the same. Here is the same. Okay. Not necessary to send. Yes. So it is all for this laboratory work. Yes, so let us edit the table. Just edit, so it is not necessary. Very well. Statical structure, dynamical structure. Statical, dynamical, statical object, dynamical. Okay, how to remove, for example, the row in the table, how to remove it. So it is necessary to remove this row. Sorry. Okay, maybe we will remove this, but not now. Okay. Just space to dynamical. Using the help of first object my point and the dot operate. Dot operate. And dot operator is not operator. Okay, operator. Operator. Dot operator and first point point and arrow operator. And arrow operator. Okay, let us underline this message. Let us underline this too. Okay, so one. Two. Okay. And the cycle is the same. Okay. But not the same. So here we use the object, but here we use the pointer. The cycle first point motion emulation, the cycle of the first point motion emulation. Simply first point motion emulation is obvious that it is the cycle, first point motion inflation with the help of statical object, my point, and dot operator. Okay, so here with the help of, let us copy, with the help of dynamical of the pointer, point is yes, with the help of p point. Statical, statical. So point, but here we use not the object, we use the pointer. Okay, statical object. Point. Pointer, statical object. Okay. Yes. So yes. And the conclusion. The conclusion. So yes. So let us now try to compile. Okay. So the task. Home task to compile file statical class program and dynamical class program in online in GDB. So now let us perform. So let us take the listing. Let us try to take this original listing because this listing is available for you. Yes. No, not all the content, but only the left column. Press Control. Only this. Only this. Only this. Let us copy. Okay, so let us go to GDB compiler. GDB compiler. GDB. Online compiler. Okay. So instead of this, let us put our program. Okay, so let us select C++. No. It is possible to restrict ourselves by C. No. C++, because it is the possibility now use classes. So C++. So let us press run and see the result. Yes, so new inclusion. Windows no such file or directory. So Windows is absent, is absent. Mhm. Okay, so let us comment it. Let us comment it. Okay, let us press run. Mhm. Yes, prototype, 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 C point, prototype, C point. What is necessary? Mhm. Point. Okay, candidates are const expressions. So what is bad? What is bad? So class C point, C point, constructor. We have an error. Constructor. Okay, C++. C++, for example, 14. Okay, let us run. Mhm. The same. Okay, so it is not so easy, Samir, to compile now this project. So there are a lot of problems in compilation. So let us remove this. So I will try to compile by my own. After this, I will show you the result of compilation. So this is all for this our laboratory work. So now I press to send immediately, разослать немедленно, and to send in forum. Okay, so now Samir, you will obtain the message in your email. Okay, message mail. Okay, Samir, do you understand this?
Yes. Yes, I understand it.
Samir, my
Yes.
uh, I beg you, Samir, because I have no WhatsApp today. So after how much? After in 14:30. So after how much? After 27 maybe minutes. So we will have the next lesson. We will have the next lesson. The ID, yes, is the same. The conference will be the same. The conference parameters. So Samir,
Okay.
I uh, to send a message in WhatsApp for your group 211 to students. Yes. So after 30 minutes, so will be the conference. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So now we terminate this conference and we will meet after 30 minutes. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
You too. Thank you very much. Okay. So now I will see you after 30 minutes. Now I stop the demonstration and stop the